Good morning, guys. Brandon from Boiler Room Trading here. Another for market recap here. Want to go over the daily notes again. As we try our best to predict the stock market day by day. It's August 1st. We got Thursday rolling in. A really good day for us here. A lot of premium plays. Let's get the daily notes made. Yeah, August 1st, 7:29 Central, an hour before market open. These are always posted with notes, news tips, and levels. So we're going to check out all these levels posted right here. We're going to go over a couple of the daily notes and a couple of the plays we took today and the intraday ones that I called for the crew today. So let's get into it. Shop, of course, big old earnings level here. Shopify, we had 333 hold early, so we're watching for this 333. The major support dip buy, as you see on the ER, 340 resistance, watching 328, major late support, 333's early support entry. So we had the pullback, lo and behold, it tapped 328 to the head, snapped right back up, recovered 333's. Two different long patterns there. A couple of members grabbed the blind long there. Super proud of you guys for trusting those major levels that I do post an hour before market open. Sorry, I love to just throw that in there. It's funny. Good stuff. Big W continuation play. I caught Shopify on the W pattern play out. So we played this resistance back down. This was prior all-time highs, big resistance. Took, how many shares did we traded Shopify today? 150 shares. We made 444.50 out of on a couple partials there as well. So we only played 150 shares here, made 400 some bucks, had a really nice roll, called 350 as the top as we progressed at the big W play. It's my favorite pattern in the stock market, the one I will always play, period. And the one I'm most familiar with. So our stop out on the long, we entered here at the center, looked for a big W play, double bottomed, got on early, held through a tiny amount of red, and then boosted up. Really solid cough 10-point hello on Shopify there. Called the top on that, called the W bounce here as well, and we are still looking for long plays on our couple noted notes there. Spotify, rolling into Spotify. This was the first play of the day here, 100 shares off of our major support level 154.30s and our other major support 155 right from the daily note. Spotify, big W on the weekly, holding over 155 for a big move up. That's the play. Look at the weekly, big W. Most strong pattern in the stock market, period. Get off my back. No, I'm just kidding. 155 right there. We took it long under 155. The stop out risk was the bottom right here at 154.30s. Took 100 shares. That's all we traded today was 100 shares total of Spotify, 308 bucks. All the way up, and then a 50 share, we trade more, I'm sorry, 150 shares. 308 was the whole total, but we took 100 shares here, wrote it up for a beautiful scalp. I was up like 4 something, and then I held it too long, stopped out down here, then I took another, then I called right here in this consolidation, betting on my volume system that there was hidden buyers in here, so I said there's going to be, there's hidden buyers in here, they're hiding behind a ton of sellers, it's going to pop. It did just that. That mark, I can't really give you too much of the elites information here, guys, but this was the resistance I told you to get out of your long at 159.58 there. It pulled back down. This is where we went long on this doji right here. I got in long again, 50 shares. Risk was under pre-market low closes to stop out, and then we rode 50 all the way back up to the target of 159, making another 80 bucks there, so 90 bucks there. And then we're putting another price target on here, some of these other weekly levels that we see. I wanted to see it break over into the 160 and 164s here. We just hit another high last candle. Still progressive. I'm calling it just under the weekly 160, 140s, 160, 150s on here. If you were in at either one of these, you still made multiple points today on Spotify, right from the daily notes. Let's keep going down here. Apple 212.27 weekly support. Just over that is the 216 resistance. So we have weekly support on each side. I said take Apple the break of either one of those levels. Right from the notes, it says just over 216 resistance. We'll watch breaks of either for direction. So a break of this for direction, a break of this for direction. Here's the break of the weekly. Here's the long. You had a really nice break of direction here and a long over the major support. That's the only play I was looking for on Apple. 200 EMA hold progressive. We called it intraday as well. Real easy play there. Netflix. We got a piece of this one. This was a big one. We talked through this one play by play. I called the breakout here. Was the first long. Okay, right in chat there. The daily note says, you tagged the 318.80 support from the gaps and the trends, and now there's a doji on the daily. You play accordingly to the doji levels. The doji levels are marked off right in front of you here. Top of the doji body here, 325.20s. Bottom of doji level, 323 here. This is the consolidation and engulfing zone of the prior daily's doji body. As we came back into this and got too long, so I called the long here, pressed up. I said long at 226, pull back. If it holds the doji body, long that beast. Target is 328.42, which is the top of our next daily doji, the strongest candle in the world, right up in here. We hit that target to the T. There was like 6 members in this one as we talked about it. They were getting in here, and I said target here. What a fantastic play. You don't get much cleaner than Netflix today. That was a grade A play, so I didn't mind anybody following that trade or taking my call. Usually I do not like to be responsible for your red trades, and I'm just like, take this trade. I usually don't do that, but we did that today a little bit. And it worked out rather well, only because Netflix was a grade A play. That was money print right there. That was very easy money. So coming into beyond a little bit here, we called it intraday hold right here. I seen all the coil stacking up here, all the lower highs on a base, riding what it always does, the 100 EMA. We were looking for an early dump under, but as long as it recovered 175, didn't stay over, we're going to look for progression. And a couple of members caught this one at the higher lows and the breakout here. Really decent scalp. And then I literally just called another cut before I left on a midi W breakout to highs. So yet another 3-point ender right there on a scalp on beyond. Pretty nasty there. All right, as we go down the list here, Twitter. Right from the daily notes, 30, 40, 40, 42, 42, 42, 30. It says off all-time highs, 42.30 support, for more long action. I'll give you a hint what this level is. It's 42.30s. Hit that support, snapped right up, right to yesterday's highs, continuing to make all-time highs. We have a couple people in the progression options on this one, making some good ching. Hour before open, guys. How does this exist? It's so beautiful. Tesla. Right here, what do we got for Tesla? What did I say? 246.50 big daily resistance level hit yesterday. Doji on the daily with trend support at 242 and change. Play according. Here's the trend support at 242 and some change here. We looked for a couple little dips back into there, but ultimately we played the doji as per usual. So the breakout of the body level of the doji there was the 243 at a 242 hold. And it did, in fact, snap back up there. Held the doji body. You can see the resistance there at 243. Snap back up. Came back down, held. There is still long progression here. Our target was 244.60 for that first long. So missed it by a few pennies. Darn. SQ, this was a major trader for yesterday's daily notes as well. Look for the 81 hold breakout, all-time highs, ramp up the earnings. That's the play right from the daily notes. Here's the 81. Here's the daily. I'll even give you the dang trend that I used. That's that hard. Wait for the breakup. I said right on SQ, 81 hold for ER ramp up. Daily strong on 9 EMA. Daily strong, daily strong, daily strong, daily strong. You see, get bought back up, hold the 9. It's all about breaking out that trend. Very simple play here, guys. That's bread and butter TA there. 81 hold right here, 81.14. We had two higher lows at the 200 EMA. Easy couple points there in SQ. Monster move right from the notes. That's about all I got. QCOM. We can go over a little bit on the earnings play here. It was mixed. And I called the support here at 67.40s. What did I say? 67.50s, whatever. ER, bad guidance. 67.50s is a major weekly support and the 200 EMA daily support right there. It needs really big volume to get under there. And we'll watch for the downside there, but there was no chance of it getting under the 200 EMA in the daily. We called the bounce play. So over 68.50, we targeted first the 70.50 and then this red line, the 71.76. And I said that was probably about it. So two long plays, swapping bias on this one. We called the absolute support double bottom there before it even happened from the weekly chart because it's just so strong. But that's all we got for you guys today. See you guys bright and early in the morning. Killed it today. Really proud of the team. Welcome to all the new members. I see we're influxing members day by day here. We're getting 5 to 10 a day now. We're going to have to upgrade the Zoom share here. But welcome and welcome to Elites. And hopefully we can progress some awesome skills here. So we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. And stay green.